You think attraction shifts because of some magic move, some perfect line, some clever trick, but most of the time it shifts because your body is either making people feel safe or making them feel the need to protect themselves. You think a hug is just a hug. It isn't. It is information. It is energy. It is emotional truth expressed through the body before the mind has time to dress it up with polite words. And if you do not understand that, you will keep confusing contact with connection and pressure with presence. If you need reminders like this, subscribe now because you do not need more shallow advice telling you to perform confidence. You need truth. You need clarity. You need someone to remind you that real attraction does not begin in tactics. It begins in regulation. It begins in self-respect. It begins in how safe and grounded your presence feels before your hands ever touch anybody. Here's what it really means. Small touches and hugging body language do not create attraction out of nothing. They reveal what is already happening underneath. They either deepen comfort or expose discomfort. They either reinforce trust or expose neediness. That is the thesis. Not how to make someone want you, how to stop sabotaging the moment by misunderstanding what touch is for. That is where most men get it wrong. The misconception is childish. You think touch is a tool to trigger desire. The hard truth is this: touch amplifies whatever is already there. If she feels safe, it deepens warmth. If she feels drawn to you, it can heighten attraction. If she feels uncertain, rushed, or guarded, it magnifies the problem. That's called amplification. Touch is not neutral. It turns the volume up. Why does this happen? Because the body reads intent faster than the mouth explains it. People can hear your words and still distrust your energy. They can hear, "I'm chill," while your body screams, "I need this to go somewhere." They can hear confidence while your touch feels hesitant, grabby, or approval seeking. The nervous system notices first, always, long before logic, long before labels. And what does it cost you when you do not understand this? Everything gets distorted. You start forcing moments. You start reaching too early. You start treating physical closeness like proof of your value. You turn a human interaction into a secret negotiation where you are trying to secure reassurance through contact instead of letting contact emerge from mutual comfort. That is weak. Not because touch is wrong, because using touch to regulate your insecurity is weak. So reframe it now. A hug is not your opportunity to take. It is your opportunity to reveal who you are. A small touch is not a shortcut to chemistry. It is feedback. It tells the truth. It shows whether your presence is settled or hungry, respectful or invasive, grounded or performative. That is why this matters. Let's get more precise. The first thing you need to understand is that comfort shifts before attraction does. That is the order. Comfort first, then tension can become attractive. Without comfort, tension just feels unsafe. This is where immature men fail. They want the spark without the trust. They want the charge without the calm. They want the reward without earning the emotional environment that makes it welcome. But a person's body does not relax because you want it to. It relaxes because it reads you as coherent, safe, present, unforced. That is why the smallest details matter. The way you approach, the speed of your movement, whether you crowd space or respect it, whether your hand lingers naturally or stays too long because you are trying to squeeze meaning out of the moment, whether the hug arrives like warmth or lands like pressure. These things speak loudly. A good hug does not say, "I hope this makes you like me." A good hug says, "I am here, I am calm, and I know how to meet a moment without taking more than it offers." That's called containment. And containment is attractive because it feels strong. Not loud strong, regulated strong. You know what ruins it? Neediness disguised as boldness. A hand that stays because you are afraid the moment is ending. Arms that tighten because you are trying to force significance. Touch that asks a question instead of expressing calm. People feel that. They may not explain it perfectly. They may not call it by name, but they feel it. And the body pulls back from what feels emotionally expensive. This is the part you need to hear without getting defensive. Most of the discomfort you create is not because you are unattractive. It is because you are not settled. You are in your head. You are trying to calculate. You are trying to get somewhere. You are touching with an agenda instead of a grounded awareness of what is actually mutual. That's called self abandonment. You stop reading the room because you are too busy auditioning for a result. And the opposite is powerful. When your presence is grounded, even a brief touch can feel clean and magnetic. A simple hand on the upper back when guiding through a doorway, a short, warm shoulder touch when greeting, a hug that is natural, appropriate, breathable, and then released without hesitation. Why do these small things matter? Because they communicate emotional certainty, not entitlement. Certainty. They say, I am comfortable in my body and I am not using yours to fix that. That is attractive. Not because it is a trick, because grounded people calm the room. Now, hear this clearly. The moment touch becomes a strategy to override someone's hesitation, you have already lost your frame. If she is stiff, distant, angled away, late to reciprocate, or clearly keeping space, that is information. Respect it immediately. No second attempt to prove confidence, no push, no warming her up. Stop. That's called respecting reality, and reality is where self-respect lives. This is the hard truth men avoid. Consent is not just the absence of a no, it is the presence of ease. It is the presence of reciprocity. It is the body saying yes along with the words, not shrinking while the mouth tries to stay polite. If you do not understand that, you are not masculine. You are just uncalibrated. And uncalibrated men always think they need more force, more intensity, more escalation. No, they need more awareness, more restraint, more honesty, because attraction is not strengthened by pressure, it is strengthened by congruence. Your words, your pace, your eyes, your posture, your touch, all telling the same truth that you are present, not predatory, interested, not desperate. Clear, not entitled. That is what shifts comfort instantly, not the touch itself, the congruence behind it. This is why some men can hug someone for 1 second and leave a better impression than another man who tries 10 moves. One man is settled, the other is searching. One man offers warmth, the other seeks proof. One man is in reality, the other is in fantasy. And fantasy ruins timing. You start wondering, should I touch her arm now? Should I hug longer? Should I go for the waist? Should I create tension? Listen to yourself. That mindset is already broken. You are not with the moment. You are trying to engineer the moment. That is why your energy gets weird. That is why your touch feels off, because you are acting on a script while the other person is experiencing an actual human exchange. The body hates insincerity. So, what does healthy hugging body language actually look like? It looks simple, it looks appropriate, it looks mutual. There is no sneaking, no dragging, no unnecessary lingering, no squeezing extra meaning out of thin air. You meet the moment that is there, not the one you wish existed. A greeting hug feels like a greeting hug. A warm reunion hug feels like a warm reunion hug. A more intimate hug only shows up when the relationship and the energy have clearly earned it. That's called sequence. And men who understand sequence stop creating awkwardness for themselves. You stop jumping levels. You stop rushing touch because you are afraid nothing will happen if you do not make a move. You stop treating the body like a shortcut past emotional intelligence. You stop trying to look confident and start becoming calm. That is the shift. The man who gets this right is easy to recognize. He does not hunt for openings. He notices what is already open. He does not use touch to test how much he can get away with. He uses touch the way a grounded person uses words, carefully, appropriately, and without hidden greed. He has boundaries, which is why his warmth feels safe. He has purpose, which is why he is not obsessed with extracting chemistry from every interaction. He has self-respect, which is why he can feel attraction without becoming sloppy around it. He is not cold. He is composed. He is not stiff. He is intentional. He does not avoid touch out of fear, and he does not force it out of ego. He reads. He adjusts. He stays honest. If the energy is warm, he can be warm. If the energy is formal, he respects formal. If the energy is uncertain, he slows down instead of trying to overpower uncertainty with confidence theater. That is the man. His hugs are clean because his motives are clean. His touch feels natural because his inner world is not frantic. His presence carries weight because he is not trying to borrow importance from the reaction he gets. He does not need every interaction to confirm his desirability. He already knows who he is. That is why people relax around him. Now let's make this practical. Do this. Slow your approach down, not to be dramatic, to be readable. Let your body language give the other person time to meet you or not meet you. Offer, do not impose. That matters. A hug should feel like a door being opened, not a hand pulling someone through it. Keep your touch brief unless the mutuality is obvious. Not because longer is bad, but because your job is not to stretch moments. Your job is to read them accurately. If there is warmth, it will reveal itself. You do not need to manufacture it. Pay attention to reciprocity. Do they lean in? Do they mirror? Do they relax? Do they stay present? Or do they fold inward and pull away fast? That's called feedback. Respect it. Feedback is not rejection of your worth. It is information about the moment. Keep touches socially coherent. Shoulder, upper back. A natural, respectful embrace when appropriate. Stop trying to smuggle intimacy into places where intimacy has not been built. That is the move of a thirsty man who wants outcomes bigger than his maturity. Release cleanly. This is a big one. A lot of men ruin perfectly good moments because they do not know how to end touch without clinging to it. If the hug is done, let it be done. If the shoulder touch made the point, remove the hand. If the moment passed, do not chase it with extra contact. That's called trusting reality. The moment does not become more meaningful because you squeezed one more second out of it, and redirect your attention away from, did that work? And back toward, was I grounded? Was it mutual? Was I respectful? Did my presence make the interaction cleaner or heavier? Those are adult questions. Those are the questions of a man building character, not just collecting reactions. Also, hear this. Sometimes the most attractive thing you can do is not touch at all. Yes, not because you are scared, because you are disciplined, because you can sense that the moment does not call for it. Because you do not need to prove ease by forcing closeness. Because you understand that restraint is part of masculine intelligence. That's called command of self. You need that badly. Because too many men think confidence means escalation. It doesn't. Confidence means accuracy. It means you can hold eye contact without performing. It means you can stand close without crowding. It means you can hug warmly without taking liberties. It means you can feel attraction without becoming controlled by it. That is real power. Not the ability to create tension, the ability to stay clean inside tension. And that changes everything. Because once you stop using touch to chase outcomes, you become more readable, more trustworthy, more attractive, more at ease. Your body stops asking for approval. Your touch stops feeling like a question. Your presence stops carrying hidden pressure. That is when comfort shifts instantly. Not because you learned some secret move, but because your nervous system stopped making other people pay for your insecurity. Read that again in your mind. Other people should not have to pay for your insecurity. Not with awkward hugs, not with unnecessary touching, not with your need to feel chosen, not with your inability to respect hesitation. If you want to be a man people feel good around, then become a man whose physical presence is honest, strong but soft where it should be, calm but clear, warm but never consuming. So stop this. Stop touching to test. Stop touching to impress. Stop touching to accelerate. Stop touching because you are afraid silence means failure. Stop turning small moments into private auditions for validation. Stop. And start this. Start regulating yourself before you enter the room. Start reading before reacting. Start respecting distance as much as closeness. Start valuing mutuality over momentum. Start letting warmth be simple. Start understanding that the safest energy in the room often becomes the most attractive energy in the room. That is the reframe. Hugging body language is not about gaining power over someone. It is about becoming the kind of person whose contact feels aligned, whose touch says the same thing as his character, whose body is not at war with his values. This goes beyond dating. This is about how you carry yourself as a man. Can people relax around you? Can they trust your pace? Can they feel that your interest does not come with hidden pressure? Can they sense that you have enough self-respect to never use closeness as a shortcut to worth? That is what separates the grounded man from the performative one. The grounded man does not need to shift attraction instantly. He understands that what shifts instantly is comfort. And when comfort is real, attraction has room to breathe. But when comfort is broken, Attraction suffocates before it ever has a chance to grow. He knows that. So he builds from reality, not fantasy, from mutual ease, not silent pressure, from self command, not restless hunger. That is how your whole energy changes. You stop being the guy who makes people brace. You become the man whose presence settles people. You stop trying to take up space through force. You start taking up space through gravity. You stop asking with your body, do I have permission to matter? You start communicating, I know how to be here without making this heavy. That is rare. That is masculine. That is attractive. So lift your standard. Every touch should pass a test. Was it welcome? Was it appropriate? Was it clean? Was it free of hidden need? If not, correct yourself. Fast. No excuses, no ego, no stories about how that's just how you are. Weak men protect habits. Strong men refine them. You are not here to master touch. You are here to master yourself. Touch is just where the truth gets exposed. Your pace, your motive, your hunger, your discipline, your clarity. It all shows up there. So become a man whose hugs communicate safety, not strategy. Warmth, not pressure. Presence, not performance. Let your body tell the truth your mouth claims to live by. You are not the answer because you learned some move. You are the answer because you became grounded enough that your presence no longer asks for what it should first know how to give. Your regulation is the answer. Your restraint is the answer. Your congruence is the answer. Your self-respect is the answer. If you want more truth like this, subscribe now, because this is where you come when you are done with manipulative nonsense and ready for real clarity. This is where you come to sharpen your presence, strengthen your frame, and stop confusing tactics with power. Stay around people who respect boundaries. Stay around voices that teach you discipline, not desperation. Stay here with this community if you want strength with calm, attraction with integrity, and truth that actually makes you better.